than me. Okay. I'm gonna play with a weird build. Everybody stay at the beginning. Don't run out until whoever is on in your party is dead. Don't even stealth up. Don't even stealth up. You may stay mounted, even when you're on my team, because I'm going last anyway, because I can't tricks you. I mean, I can tricks you, but it does nothing. We got Dick versus Shaman. Oh my god, a Shaman fight. A Shaman brawl. Shaman has a good whopping 0.6 million health on Dix. Is Dix gonna push in? What kind of build is he running? I don't even know Shaman talents. But if this is anything I predict, this is gonna be two Shamans just wailing at each other. He does have static link. I don't know if Shaman has that at all. We have Shaman versus Dix. Who's gonna be the first to take the approach? I'm not sure how these duels go when Shamans are dueling. Is it gonna be a lot of totems getting slung around, or is it just gonna be Shamans just like a clump just beating each other with maces? Dix is trying to push his way, trying to approach him like a man approaches a woman, and the woman runs away. No, no, cooties. Alright, Dix is pushing in. Is Dix actually going to approach it? No, Dix is maintaining his distance, but he is trying to play aggressive while Shaman is completely raging. Dix is finding a time to cut across. No, decides to back up. Lightning Surge comes out by Shaman and was able to get a lightning bolt onto Dix. No cigar though. So that's going to be a stun totem lost. Shaman gets forced out from his corner with Dix's totem. Which actually sounds like a really bad sex joke. Shaman comes in with his Ascendants and... no, wait, we have Dix coming in with Ascendants. Shaman trades Ascendants of his own. Bloodlust comes out from both of them. Pets come out. We have Ascendants coming in and Astral Shift from Shaman. Does Dix have any defenses? Trying to run away from Shaman and the pets. Trying to heal. Actually, he's doing a pretty good job of healing and kiting. Shaman is closing in really fast though. Does Dix have any more healing, or did he use everything he had? Dix is now popping his own heal with Astral Shift, so this is where Dix gets to come back, make a comeback, and deal some damage. We have Concordance popping from Shaman. Both of them are about more or less similar health-ish numbers. Shaman is a little bit at an advantage while Dix is trying to kind of catch up. He's a little bit behind. Gets Shaman caught in a stun and is able to burst onto him, try to line up the health together. Gets out static clean, gets stunned himself, trinkets it. So now both Shamans are actually at fairly similar health, and Dix is trying to maintain his advantage by kiting and trying to deal as much damage to Shaman while healing. Dix is now on the offensive, but also playing defensive. Not quite sure what's going to happen. Counter-Strike Totem goes down by Shaman. Can Dix kill it fast enough? Does he notice it? No, decides to completely kite away from it. Shaman pops his own ability where it's like the Lightning Cling. What does the Lightning Cling do anyway? Lightning Cling. After you use Storm Strike twice in a row, the enemy create a coil of lightning between the target, and your attacks deal 50% increased move speed and 50% more damage. Okay, so it makes the enemy take 50% more damage. It's like a tricks or trade kind of thing. Dix is coming back into our side, just trying to... Oh, food. Make food for him. Food is allowed. Alright, Dix seems to be pushing in on Shaman, who's still mounted. Nope, now Shaman is pushing in while Dix is retreating. It's really just a ballet. You walk forward, I walk forward. You walk back, I walk back. We got a counter strike and a stun coming in by Dix with Bloodlust. Doom Winds coming in. Shaman drop it to half health, popping his Astral Shift and his big heal. Trying to stay on the offensive. Is Dix gonna pop his defenses? Yes, he is. Both of them got static clink on each other, or one of them got static clink on one another. And it looks like Dix is actually taking advantage and turning around. And the Spirit Wolves comes out for Shaman, but still, Dix is trying to take Shaman down very slowly. The health pools aren't really going forward. Oh, Shaman drops below 10k, and down he goes. Dix took him out in a single brawl. Took one engagement for the Shamans. Get a distance, reset, one engagement, and stay in there for as long as you can until you make it. Now Ditsa comes in. I don't think Dix has a chance in here, man. He doesn't have a Dix a chance. Gets fully dotted up with all the bleeds. Ditsa has taken an inch of damage. Dix just couldn't do it. No way, Jose. We have Kaja coming in versus a Feral. This is a pretty bad matchup for a mage. Like a warrior matchup is at least something viable, but a Feral, that's a mobile caster that could bleed you up. Like you can't really do anything against it. Trying to get some damage onto Ditsa. I was calling him Dix for some reason for a second. Kaja trying to get some damage on the Ditsa. Feral is getting himself some cutting capability and bleeds on Kaja. Blizzards are coming out. Kaja is gonna get hit hard by Ditsa any moment now. That you just saw the AoE rank ability, Brutal Slash. That ability with the 7.3 Ferals hits like a goddamn truck. We actually have a quick restealth through Incar coming from Ditsa. Kaja is taking a ton of damage trying to bring Ditsa low. The wall comes out, gets traded by them. Kaja actually gets his health back while he's sitting in an ice block, trying to maintain frostbolts onto Ditsa. Needs to keep him out in the open, doing a really good job of keeping him slow, keeping him out in the open without getting him, letting him reset or hide behind pillar. But now we have a connect by Ditsa. Ditsa connects onto Kaja. The wall is down, so Kaja Kaja. Does Kaja have anything to get past the wall? We have the stack form comes in and a burst of abilities coming in by Ditsa. Ditsa is getting now a full reheal back and got himself a full blood talent. So the next few dots are going to destroy Kaja. Actually, just the Moonfire itself from Feral is destroying Kaja from a distance. Trying to catch himself in a biz, just drops. And now we have Charcoal going against Ditsa. We have another mage, which is a fire mage this time. Trying to see if he can catch him with breath. Popping Temporal Shield early. Might have been a little bit too early on Temporal Shield. Might have to force himself a block early because of the bleeds. Feral comes in, Rake, Rip, and the Ashman's Frenzy comes out. Ashman's Rip gets duplicated from the Rip. Moonfire, every dot in the world. But Ditsa is now just hiding behind the pillar, letting the dots destroy Charcoal. And you can see just how much damage it's doing. Ditsa haven't touched Charcoal since the bleed applications. And Charcoal is at about half health. Ditsa sitting behind the pillar with the regrowth, going to bear from time to time, catches himself heals. I wish Fire Mage dots could be a little bit stronger, but they're not quite as strong. Keeping Ditsa maybe low-ish health, but that's really about it. Ditsa got some damage coming in, gets trinkets a Dragon's Breath by Charcoal. Ditsa is so low, doesn't have a wall. Does Charcoal have enough to finish him off? Combust is up. Oh, we get a massive heal by Ditsa while dots are taking on Charcoal. Trying to see if Temporal Shield might be able to hold him off for a little bit longer. Maybe he's waiting for, yes, he waited for Cauterize to proc, gets south a little bit up. Needs to stay offensive now on Ditsa. Needs to mount up and keep him in range or something. Ditsa is getting full re-heals in the back, gets a re-stealth, so now it's going to be hard to catch a re-stealth, or the opener the Feral is going to be able to get is going to be fucking insane. The Feral opener comes out yet again, Charcoal trinkets it, not letting the Feral line up all the dots, but he is able to establish a Rip and a Thrash, so Charcoal is going to take some bleed damage, but he does have an advantage because Ditsa no longer has, there's no way Ditsa has a single wall available. He probably has trinkets. No, he pops wall while nothing's happening, using that wall to go offensive, but gets a bash on Charcoal. Charcoal staying offensive as much as he can. Ditsa catching a quick re-heal behind the wall. Charcoal barely has any health, trying to pop in any kind of healing, and down he goes. No, and now we have Zank Rage, who is playing Outlaw. My man playing Outlaw Rogue. Look at these weapons, getting himself a cheap shot onto Zank Rage. I'm actually an Outlaw Rogue myself, so I'm thinking he's playing Tricks of Trade. Chances are he is, so I'm gonna stay in the open. Holy crap. This guy's playing Slice and Dice. What a monster. What a maniac. Alright, Slice and Dice it is. Again, going against Arastina. Gets hit by Concussive Shot. No, not Concussive Shot, Scatter Shot. Popping parry against a Hunter. Not a lot is going to happen here. Getting completely kited out. Can Zinkage catch up? He is getting a stun on Anesthesia. Both of them are kind of low-ish in health. And we get a blind onto Anesthesia. Who, Arastina, who trinkets it. Traps Zinkage. Zinkage gets a trinket off. Now, if there is stun DRs, which seems like it's going to be falling off, I can't really see it on my UI. There might be an availability for Zinkage to get himself a full stun onto Arastina. Arastina tried to catch him behind a pillar. We get a gouge onto Zinkage. Does he have the common points? He needs to maintain his Slice and Dice. He is trying to maintain alacrity. Gets a stun on Arastina. Is it going to be enough of damage though? I'm not quite sure. I don't think Zinkage, Zanikage, his name is Zanikage, might be on that. He is rolling thick as thieves, but I don't think he's using it. I'm out in the open if he ever needs it. He catches a re-stealth, and we get a trade of Turtle Shell off by Arastina. Arastina is going for the eyes to see if he can find the Rogue. The Rogue is taking advantage of that by sapping and get himself a full Slice and Dice. He's going to have the burst. If he's going to use tricks, he should probably use it now. He's coming in. Gets Scatter Shot right before he can Cheap Shot. Gonna get hit with Binding Shot. Cloaks it to try to stay an advantage. Sprint behind a pillar and to try to delay as many of those dots as possible. Arastina is going to have to, the Hunter is going to have to push in, trying to use Tar Trap to slow the Rogue down. The Rogue is just hiding behind pillar. He's probably going to catch a full reset. The crows are off. Maybe the Rogue actually might want to stay in the offensive. You have Arastina still maintaining the focus fire, 50% damage increase, insane damage. We get advantage by Zankage and opener Cheap Shot. Is he going to go for burst? Nope, just setting himself again another Slice and Dice, and was able to disarm the mage actually. Disarm the mage, disarm the mage. That's some pill of shit. Disarmed the Hunter, so the Hunter couldn't do any damage for a little bit. Zankage is playing a really weird build. He's not running Plunder Armor or anything. Going for Disarm. Control is King. Thick as Thieves. Shiv. That's a really weird combo. Pops in with a Drone Rush and everything. Artifact weapon available. Does Arastina have anything? Is there maybe Grappling Hook to catch up to the Hunter? Yes, there is. A full pistol shot comes in. Oh! Zankage actually representing Outlaw Rogue. My man catching a re-stealth before Big Bomb Bam could do anything. There we go. Goes for a sap, goes for a restyle. Probably should take advantage of the mage foot if he picked up any behind a pillar, which he could definitely take advantage of. Now he's going to get some warrior who is really good at preventing physical damage that an Outlaw pops. Warrior's going in for the eyes, gets sapped on the eyes. Is Zinkage going to capitalize on this? Yes, he is. He's going for a cheap shot. The trigger comes out from Big Bomb Bam, and we had a Stormbolt come out, the damage coming out, and the warrior is chasing after the rogue who's popping parry to counteract the Blade Storm. Fear comes in to counter the parry. Big Bomb Bam doesn't have a stun or anything though, so this is going to be a little bit of a tricky situation. Blind comes down on Big Bomb Bam. He's a panda, he can't lose. True. We have no trinket on the warrior anymore. The rogue, the outlaw rogue, is trying to catch himself a little bit of crimson by healing, trying to maintain slice and dice. See what he's going for. He's going for cheap shots to build up combo points. Full between the eyes available onto Big Bow Bam. Shift comes out, the damage comes out, trying to do as much damage as he can, gouges him, and then continues with pistol shots at range, kind of hiding behind a pillar right now. Did get a Park of Concordance, but not gonna be able to take advantage of it. Trying to keep up his combo points, maybe to get himself a full slice and dice. Gets stunned on Colossus Smash, Mortal Strike. Did Big Bow Bam use anything? Did the warrior use the Sharpen in order to increase the damage? No, he did not. The warrior is actually still at about 25% health off. The rogue comes in with another cheap shot. Artifact weapon available. Gonna go for a full stun, and actually he's gonna reset completely. Disarmed, gets disarmed on, but disarms the warrior back. So maybe that's what he wants for disarm, because just about everybody here can be disarmed except for the feral and except for the shadow piece. I don't really see a lot of Outlaw rogues running disarm at all. He maintains the slice and dice, making it warrior. Gets stunned on though. Sharpen comes out by the warrior. Gets pistol shot on and grapple hooked away. So the warrior isn't going to be able to connect any of that non-healing pressure. Zinkage is trying to keep the warrior in combat, trying to keep him slowed with pistol shots, trying to generate the combo points, hopefully trying to get himself up a slice and dice. Might be able to get a hit on War Banner. Nope, not gonna even tag War Banner for combo points. Big Bow Bam uses oh no, he's going for pistol shots to tag War Banner in order to get himself a little bit of a combo point building. I'm gonna back up so Big Bow doesn't think I'm in the opener, I'm the one dueling. You need to remember he's dueling the other rogue, not me, because we did have that kind of misunderstanding one of the duels before. Sap traded with a trinket. Fear. Does the warrior have a stun? Yes, his stun. Zinka disarms him. A disarm gets comes out by the rogue. Bow has a sharpen, but can he connect that mortal strike? Is he going to be able to? No, still sitting his stun, still sitting on that sharpen. The rogue is whittling the warrior's health down little by little. We do have a dab of the sword come out by the warrior. The warrior is trying to get the warrior is getting slowed by a shiv. Zinka is trying to maintain his distance and probably going to catch a full restyle. Parry for parry though comes out. We had a parry repose come out for the rogue, and then we had dab of the sword parry come out by the warrior. Warrior trying to see if he can get himself a little bit extra health through dampening. No, not happening. We get a full stun by Zinkage, who's actually, oh my god, this guy is using his combo points to its full effectiveness, saving combo points so you can get full stuns and everything. Hasn't used tricks of trade at all. Gets stunned on by Lithra, and he's going to take a little bit of damage here, but it is a shadow piece. For an Outlaw rogue, a shadow piece isn't as much of a big deal, but we do have dampening sitting at about 51% health. Am I even going to play this game? This Outlaw rogue is literally duking it out with a shadow piece, gets him in a full stun, blunderbuss. Now he's going to be hiding behind pillar. The shadow piece is going to get a few shadow mans, but they're not as effective. Zinkage is just waiting out his dodge, maybe hoping for a reset. Has a pretty decent slice and dice on him. Cheap shot opener on Zithra, but there was a DR on the stuns. No, just got a cheap shot opener just to get the extra free combo points while holding him in CC for a little bit. Popping another Crimson Vial, trying to play as offensive as possible here. We got Lithra going in for eyes. Gets sapped on the eyes. Oh, Zinkage is trying to line up whatever damage you can. I'm sitting out in the open, man. If you want to trick me, boy. If you want to trick me, buddy, I know you got your burst for tricks. Going in for cheap shot and actually gets countered with dispersion off the bat. Zinkage just staying in there, sitting in there, going in for a full between the eyes and the stun. Gets trinketed on though. Vibration just coming out. I believe he got kicked just now. There's still a gouge. The rogue did burn his shadow. Rogue did burn shadow cloak. So he's not going to have that capability to maintain an offensive pressure or a healing pressure against the Shadow Priest. So that's one of his main utilities. The Shadow Priest trying to catch up. Gets sapped on though. A sap by an Outlaw rogue. No Shadow Dance or anything. And we do have a Adrenaline Rush coming out from Zinkage. Going in for a cheap shot. Trying to get as much damage as he can onto Lithara. Going in with Curse of Dreadblades. Get him so low. The damage comes out. Oh! Woo! This Outlaw rogue knows what's up. Zinkage, man. What the fuck? Who are you? This monster! I don't see a lot of Outlaw rogues play, but this man played perfectly. He just played these guys until the cooldowns were out. What is your build, buddy? Slice and dice. Yesterday I got to play a little bit of slice and dice, and goddamn, Goddamn, my man. Woo! Can we get a fucking clap for goddamn Zinc real quick?